So, punta na tayo dun sa sample ninyo. Kung makikita nyo, population and sample, ito na yun. This is already in one paragraph. Okay? Maybe this can be divided into 2 paragraphs. But, ginawa nyo lang ng isang paragraph. So, bear with me as we go through this part of the research. Population and sample is the heading or the label of this particular part of the research. So, as you can see, dinescribe niya lang in general kung ano yung population. So, in this case, sabi niya, the school is characterized as this. Okay? And then yung population ng school doon sa grade level na gagamitin niya. And then the selection is based on the result of a diagnostic test. So remember earlier, I told you papaano pinili yung kanyang respondents, but you also need to identify the specific sampling method that you used. Okay, the next one, the result proved that the two groups had no significant difference. The reason for stating this is that ang ginagawa niya kasing research ay experimental research. So in an experimental research, kailangan pantay yung level of learning or yung result ng exam to establish that there is no difference between the two groups. Bago niya i-introduce yung tinatawag nating teaching strategy dito sa pagtuturo ng mathematics. Okay, so the next part, na-establish niya na walang difference yung dalawang group. The assignment of the sections was done by lottery. Lottery is a form of simple random sampling. Draw lots, fishbowl, so it's the same. Okay, and then ang ginamit niyang sampling method is purposive sampling. Okay, so basically ulitin natin, this is how simple you should present the population and samples of your study. So I hope you were able to get something or take something from this particular discussion.